being used in a special treatment program for a number of kids with special needs. Seems the horses are able to give long-suffering youngsters the kind of comfort and assistance that humans simply can't. Our James Brown has that story.
Alexis, do you have a test today?
7-year-old Alexxis Ashby is a first grader at Calusa Elementary School in Miami, Florida.
Good luck.
Hi, Sue.
Work hard, have fun.
On a typical day, she enjoys playing with her best friend, Paige,
It was dog.
and listening to her teacher read stories. But every Friday after school,
Okay. Are you ready? Okay.
the real fun begins. That's when Alexis gets to ride a 15-year-old pony named Oreo at the Good Hope Equestrian Training Center.
Okay, let's talk about horses.
Okay, who's your favorite horse?
I give you two.
What's the clue?
Ponytail just like mine.
A ponytail just like yours, and
And it's black.
it's black.
Can you guess me?
Well, let's see. I don't have a ponytail, although I'm black, so it can't be me. So it must be Oreo. Is it Oreo? Very good.
Now remember, Oreo's waiting for your command.
But for her mother, Kathy, the hour-long riding lessons are more than just bonding time for her daughter and her favorite horse. Born 15 weeks premature, Alexis is the surviving twin from a complicated pregnancy and struggles with cerebral palsy. And this recreational activity, therapeutic riding, is geared towards overcoming some of her physical challenges.
Her condition is called spastic quadriplegia. Her legs and her arms are very stiff, and she doesn't have a lot of control, and she tightens up. And what happens with quadriplegia is the torso is the exact opposite. It's totally floppy and relaxed. So you have this contrast. So when she gets on the horse, or even sitting down initially, she was always totally bent over.
Hold them kind of still.
All across the country, thousands of parents are turning to a most unlikely four-legged therapist, hoping to heal special needs kids.
Good job, bud. Good job.
The origins of therapeutic riding date back more than half a century, when Liz Hartle, a wheelchair-bound woman from Denmark, rehabilitated herself using horseback riding and went on to win 2 Olympic silver medals in equestrian events. Today, there are over 700 therapeutic riding centers in the United States. The majority are nonprofit organizations that help children with a wide range of disabilities, including spina bifida, visual and hearing impairment, and cerebral palsy.
Prop yourself up and walk on and hold it.
Well, good.
And Alexxis Ashby is just one of countless success stories.
Over the course of about 3 months, she was not engaged in other therapies. We were doing the horseback riding, and she started sitting up better, pushing up better, sitting more erect.
Let me see how you sit up when you ride the horse. Let me see how you sit up when you... Oh, is that how you sit up? Really? And when you want the horse to stop, what do you say?
Whoa!
Whoa!
The progress that she has made is just phenomenal.
Does it carry over to her daily activities at home and in school?
Yeah, definitely. It carries over. It's real difficult to write if you're leaning forward all the time. You have to sit up a little bit to be able to write, to hold your paper. She's got 2 siblings that are younger than her, and she couldn't sit up and play games with them. And now, she can kind of balance and play with, Legos or whatever they're playing with. Those kind of things are just really great.
In fact, studies show that kids with cerebral palsy demonstrate significant improvement in posture and ability to walk as a result of therapeutic riding.
In cerebral palsy, a lot of times kids will have very weak trunk muscles, and so the movement of the horse can help facilitate those trunk muscles being engaged.
Steve McKenzie is a physical therapist at Little Bit in Woodinville, Washington, one of the first and largest therapeutic riding centers in the country. So how does it improve mobility?
Improving mobility, you've got to have a good, strong core trunk to be able to move your legs and arms off of. The horse actually replicates a normal walking pattern in the rider's pelvis, and so their muscles and their body are being moved in a rhythmical pattern just like they would need for walking, so the connections to their brain are being strengthened.
Step on my knee.
But the rewards are more than physical. For some kids, like this hearing and visually impaired 14-year-old, just being able to get up on a horse and control a 1,200-pound animal boosts confidence and builds independence. And children with developmental disabilities like autism can also benefit. For 14-year-old Tori Bowes, therapeutic riding provides her and her family with rare, precious moments of relief from painfully violent episodes.
She would usually start with self-injurious behavior. She's a head butter, so she'd bang her head on whatever hard object she could find, the floor, a door jamb, the table.
Gene Bowes is Tori's father. His daughter was diagnosed with autism on the moderate to severe end of the spectrum when she was about 4 years old.
She'd bite and pinch and kick. She's thrown furniture. She's torn doors off hinges. With Tori, for us, things that would set her off, the sound of the phone ringing, the sound of silverware on a plate, clanging a plate. Even my son, at one point in his life, just the sound of his voice could set her off.
By the time she turned 10, Tori's fits of rage, which were occurring up to 6 times a day and lasting anywhere from 40 minutes to 2 hours, were tearing the family apart.
This is a 65 to 70-pound girl. She threw me across the room. I mean, literally, I looked at my wife and said, we're going to have to call 911. We ended up bringing security professionals into our home.
How in the world did you and your family make it through all of this?
You don't look at it as an option. I mean, there's no option to walk away from trying to take care of your child.
Gene says the only option for his family throughout this traumatic period was Little Bit, where Tori had been riding since she was 7 years old. Now it was the one and only hour a week when peace replaced torture for his daughter.
How did her demeanor change when she got on the horse?
It seemed like the inner demons were gone. There was peace, and it was just her and the horse. There's a smile. There's a smile. Nice work.
All right.
A lot of individuals with autism have sensory integration issues, meaning that they will tend to focus on things that you and I can tune out. So by being on a horse, it actually provides her with input. Each time the horse's footfall hits the ground, she's getting an impact up from the horse. And that helps her to kind of feel where she is in space and know where her body is. And that's a lot of times what individuals with autism are seeking.
I just think that there's a connection between the horse and Tori, that whatever might bother her doesn't happen when she's on the horse. You can see it. You can literally see it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's hold.
And the evidence is not just anecdotal. A study at Good Hope Equestrian Training Center in Miami, Florida, found that after only 12 weeks of riding, autistic children were just as attentive, emotionally aware, and responsive to sight, sound, and touch as kids without developmental disabilities. As for Alexxis Ashby, not only is she continuing to learn new riding skills.
Pull your reins back, and what do you say when you pull your reins back?
Oh.
Excellent. Good girl.
You're almost there. Oh, my gosh.
She's also recently taken her first steps in a walker, an inspiring milestone that once seemed out of reach, until Alexxis befriended a pony named...
Why is Oreo your favorite horse? Why is Oreo?
Talk to me.
He talks to you? What does he say to you?
Say yes, Oreo. Say it.
He listens to you. Why?
He said yes.
He just said yes?
Yeah.
I have full faith that she's going to walk. I really do. I think she'll walk maybe with a walker, they say maybe with a cane. I'm an eternal optimist, and I really think that she's going to walk.
JB, this is such a neat program. How's one find one of these 700 therapeutic riding centers?
Believe it or not, you can go in the yellow pages and find out.
What do you look
Absolutely can. Therapeutic horseback riding, recreational riding. A number of riding centers have that as a component of their program as well.
Sadly, there are a lot of kids with special needs. Who qualifies to ride?
You know what, any parent who may think that their training could benefit from something like this, a lot of parents have reached their wits' end and not realized that this is one of those programs out there that's making remarkable progress with these kids.
Yeah, you talked about cerebral palsy and autism. What other kinds of afflictions could this be of help?
You know what, those are the ones we focus principally on, but also motor skills, challenges there, interacting with other kids in classroom settings, it's really, you know what, the young lady, Alexxis Ashby, really touched me because I see how well she's interacting with her other siblings and other kids in school now. Is she's just more confident as well.
At the risk of embarrassing you, you were good with her. You were cute with her.
Bryant, halfway through the interview, she says, Mr. Brown, I have a few questions I need to ask you. And don't you know that I gave her the time that she needed, Bryant? Absolutely. She was wonderful.
JB, it was fun.
Thank you.
Thanks. For our last story this evening, we've got a troubling look at one aspect of our win-at-all-cost culture. You know, there was a time